Good morning, everybody. We're back to divide again. Okay, now we're going to be dividing 2-digit divisors and 2-digit dividends. So there's not going to be any bringing down and repeating of the steps. So it's just going to be one time that you go through all the steps of the division. Again, refresh your memory. The steps of division: first you divide, you multiply, then you subtract, you compare that your answer is less than your divisor, and then since there's nothing to bring down, it would be whatever is left would be your remainder. Okay, so let's start. 22. Can 22 go into 9? No. So we're going to do 22 into 92, right? So 22 times what is close to 90? Oh my God, I don't know, Miss Gill, that's so hard. My brain hurts, I can't think. It's almost summer, I just want to be done. Listen, easy, deep breath. Calm. Remember, like we did in the last lesson, you're gonna think 2, right, this front number, 2 times what is close to 9? This front number. 2 times what is close to 9? Oh, that's easy, 4, right? So we're gonna put 4 here, again, on top of the 2, right, because we're going into 92, not 9, 92, so the 4 goes above that second digit to include the entire number. So now we're gonna multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8 again. That means that 4 times 22 gives you 88. And you don't have to know that off the top of your head, right? That's why we break down the number and we do the fronts. 2 times what is close to 9, right? Gave us 88. 88 is pretty close to 92. Now we have to subtract to see how much is going to be left, right? 2 minus 8. Remember, when you're subtracting, the number on top has to be larger. If it is not larger, we need to borrow, need to regroup, and borrow from the number next to it. So this 2 is going to borrow from the 9, right? It's going to become 12. The 9 is going to become 8. Now we're ready to subtract. 12 minus 8 equals 4. Very good answer. 8 minus 8 is nothing. We compare. Is 4 less than 22? Yes, it is. Nothing to bring down. So we have 4, remainder 4. Now we're going to check our work. Again, showing our work on a piece of paper, the division and the checking. Both steps, divide and check. 22 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus our remainder, 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 8 is 9. 92. 92. Our answer is correct. Okay? Same steps. Let's try the next one. 62 divided by 31. Can 31 go into 6? No, because it's larger. So we're doing 31 into 62. So again, we think the front number, 3. 3 times what is going to get me close to 6? 3 times something is 6, right? 3 times 2. So we write our answer above the second digit, and then we're going to multiply, step 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Same thing, 62. Now we subtract. We get 0, right? Nothing to bring down, no remainder. So we check. 31 times 2, 62 and 62. It goes in evenly, we have no remainder left. Okay, let's do another one. 48 divided by 15. Can 15 go into 4? No, because it's larger. So we're doing 15 into 48. So we think 1 times what number is going to give me 4? Well, 1 times 4 gives me 4, right? Now here's the tricky part. If I do 15 times 4, right? Yes, this 1 times 4 gives me 4. But when I do 4 times 5, I get 20, right? Which would bring a remainder, and it would be 60. So that's too big. So sometimes you might have to actually work it out on the side and see how close you can get. So 60 is too big, which means that we need to have a number that's less than 4. So let's try 3, right? 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus the one that we carried is 4, so 45. 45 is less than 48 and close, so that's what we're going to go with. Now we subtract our next step. 8 minus 5 is 3, 4 minus 4 is nothing. We compare, we check, is 3 less than 15? Yes. We have nothing to bring down, so this becomes our remainder. Now we check our work. Divisor times quotient. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 3, 48, 48, okay? Now make sure that when you're checking your division, you're actually checking. Because sometimes people are so sure that they have the right answer that they do this, right? They multiply and they just write the answer that's inside. But if you wrote the wrong answer, that's not how that works. So make sure, the point of the checking is to double check that you did all of these steps correctly, that you didn't multiply wrong or subtract wrong, okay? So don't just try to skip it, because then you're gonna get the problem wrong, okay? The point is to check your own work. Okay, last one, then you're gonna do it on your own. 79 divided by 19. Can 19 go into 7? No. So 19 is going to go into 79. Now the same thing as we happened with this problem, we have a 1, right? 1 times what gives me 7? It's 7. But remember that 7 times the 9 is going to have a number carried over. So that's going to be too big. So we would try another number. I like to try it on the side here so that I can see and get a better idea. So since 7 was too big, I'm going to try 6, even though I think it might be too big. But let's try. 6 times 9 is 54. And 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 5 that I carried, 11. 114. Way too big. So what does that mean? That means I need a smaller number, right? Smaller than 6. Now 114 and 79, there's a big difference there. So I'm not going to do 6. I already did 6. I'm not going to do 5, which is 1 less. I'm going to try 4. 19 times 4. You might have to do this a few times until you figure out what's the closest answer. That's okay. 9 times 3 gives me 36. 4 times 1 gives me 4. Plus 3 gives me 7. 76. So I'm closer, and it's less. So 76, we put the 4 here. Now we can subtract, right? 9 minus 6, 3, 7 minus 7. Nothing. We compare. Is 3 less than 19? Yes, it is. Do we have anything to bring down? Nothing. So that 3 becomes our remainder 3. And we multiply 19 times 4 plus our remainder 79. Okay? Your workbook page is 144. Make sure that you're showing your work, and have a good day.